Hello and welcome to our LakePoint Kids online family experience. My name is Ms. Rachel and I'm happy you popped by today. Is anyone here in the mood for some pizza? Yeah, me too. I wish I had some, but instead I have a fun science experiment. So that's kind of cool. So this bowl of water is going to help us figure out which items today can float and which can sink. Another word for that would be testing to see their buoyancy. So let's dive in. Get it? A little water joke there? Okay, anyways, I have some objects here. Let's see. Sunglasses, do you think they're going to sink or float? Yell it out, what do you think? All right, I'm dropping them in. They sunk to the bottom. If you said sink, give yourself a pat on the back. All right, take these guys out. What's next? Oh, a potato. So, what do you think? Will potatoes sink or float? I can hear you. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, you know what? At first I thought it was floating, but it's not. It's all the way at the bottom. It's sinking. Okay, so no potato there. It doesn't float. All right, what else do we have here? How about, some sandpaper. What do you guys think? Will this sink or float? All right, let's see. It's floating. All right, we finally found something that floats, some sandpaper. All right, let's see what else we have here. How about a tape dispenser? What do you think? Is this gonna sink or float? All right, let's see. Ta-da. Oh, it was starting to sink, but it looks like it just had to fill up with water and now it's floating. All right, so this actually floats. Let's see, I think we have time for a couple more. All right, how about we do, a can of salmon. What do you think? Is this going to sink or float? What's that? Let's see. Oh, that sunk quickly. All right, the salmon, it didn't float, it sunk right to the bottom. All right, and for our last one, I think we're going to see whether a baby will sink or float.
Whoa, wait. A baby? No, that's not very safe. You can't just stick a baby in there. It could drown.
Pastor Ethan, I meant this baby right here. I think it would survive. All right, though, never mind. We'll just finish it here. We don't need to test the baby. All right, friends, well, you have seen today some objects that sink and float. So, if a teacher ever asks you on a test, like whether sandpaper floats or sinks, you now know the answer. You don't know the answer about this baby doll, but whatever. So speaking of sandpaper, we used it the other week to try and guess what our theme of the month was. Does anyone remember what it is? Our theme starts with the letter G, it ends with a T, and it's not goat or gift. Shout it out if you remember it. Yes, grit, that's right. And what exactly is grit again? Well, we describe it as this. Grit is refusing to give up when life gets hard. I'll count to 3 and then we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Grit is refusing to give up when life gets hard. When things get tough, grit doesn't give up. Grit stands firm, whether it's learning something new, or practicing something hard, or doing the right thing even when you don't want to, grit keeps at it. Now let's check out our verse of the month. Let us not become tired of doing good. At the right time, we will gather a crop if we don't give up. Galatians 6, verse 9, nerve. Don't worry, this verse does not mean you have to quit going to school and become a farmer. No, it means when you keep doing good, it's like you are planting seeds. And while you may not see the benefits quite yet, one day all those right choices will grow into something great, and you will reap the rewards from it. So, with that in mind, let's stand up and say a verse together while pretending to tread some water. Let us not become tired of doing good. At the right time, we will gather a crop if we don't give up. Galatians 6, verse 9, nerve. Nice job. All right, now let's do some high knees. Let us not become tired of doing good. At the right time, we will gather a crop if we don't give up. Galatians 6, verse 9, nerve. Great work. You can grab a seat. So grit, what is it again? Well, grit is refusing to give up when life gets hard. And our bottom line, or our focus point of today is, hold on even when you don't know what to do. I'll count to 3 and we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Hold on even when you don't know what to do. Well, I think we can all relate to having times where we didn't know what to do, or maybe what to say, or what even to think. We have a story like that today, and it even has a floating baby in it. Pastor Ethan, don't worry, it's gonna work out okay.
I told you I'd beat you.
Yeah. Not bad for a beginner though, huh? My safety harness! Ah! Oh no, my rope came undone.
What?
It's slipping.
No.
Oh no, it came undone.
No.
I can't hold on. I'm slipping. Ah!
No. I got you. Just hold on.
No.
Just hold on.
I can't, I'm slipping.
No. Why did you eat those Funyuns for lunch?
Slipping!
No. No! 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 No, I can't get down. I can't get down from here. Hey, well, hello, all you guys and gals.
You hep cats.
You rad young men and women.
You hipsters without beards.
Yeah, I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and this is the So-and-So Show. I have a question.
Oh, well, fire away, my friend.
Do you think I have grit?
Grit? You mean like grits, like the breakfast food?
No, not like the...
The delicacy of the American South?
No, not like the delicacy.
Hey there. Do you like eating things with no flavor that resembles a bowl of lumpy phlegm? Well, then you're in for a treat. Nothing satisfies my appetite like a bowl of corn porridge ground up so fine it's like eating fluffy sand. Grits! Just pour yourself a bowl of finely ground maize. Add some boiling hot water. Stir! You got yourself some bona fide grits. Grits! It's not just for street gutters anymore. Yum!
Yum!
I'm not talking about those kinds of grits.
Oh.
I'm talking about grit, that thing that makes you keep going when times are tough. You know, grit.
Oh.
Do I have grit?
No.
No.
But you know who does?
Who?
Trent Lassiter on the hit show, The Lassiter Files.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, don't start. I can't stop binging it.
Oh, are you gonna watch it right now?
No, I just want to show you. Every episode ends in a cliffhanger.
Oh.
Will Trent make it across the rope bridge in time? Find out next time on The Lassiter Files.
Spoiler alert, he crosses the rope bridge.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because he's got grit.
I see.
Yeah, Brandon, if you want grit, be like Trent Lassiter. It's worked for me. I can pretty much do anything I want now.
Wow.
I know, I'm pretty incredible. It's a long story. Say, I'm gonna go get some coffee. You want some?
No, thanks.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
Will John make it to the coffee maker? Find out next on John Gets Coffee.
What was that?
I don't...
Faced with uncertainty and bewilderment, will John even take another step? Find out on John Gets Coffee.
I don't like this. I don't think I'm gonna go
Hey. What happened to all that grit you were talking about?
Well, now I'm terrified.
Hey, that disembodied voice is only asking what will happen. I mean, do you know what will happen at any moment in your life?
No.
All right, then push through the uncertainty, my friend. I believe in you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step now. I did it.
Will John make it to the coffee maker or face certain doom? Find out on John Gets Coffee.
You can do it.
I did it! Oh, now I can just pour myself a cup of coffee. Oh, yeah.
Can John take a sip of coffee without spilling it on himself? Find out on...
Yeah, John gets coffee, we know.
John, can you do it?
I think so.
I'm here for you, buddy.
Here goes.
You did it!
Yes!
Will John be back in time for this week's Bible story? Find out on John Gets Coffee.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Ouch!
Hey guys, listen, unfortunately something has come up and I can't be with you all today, but don't worry, everything's fine. And I don't want to leave you all high and dry. So I asked my good friend Cameron and he's gonna take over for me today. All right, take it away, Cameron.
Cameron.
So what have you got for us today?
Oh man, it's an incredible story about an incredible family.
Well, I'm incredibly intrigued. Take it away.
You can read today's story in the book of Exodus. The Hebrew people were in Egypt and they were growing in numbers. In fact, there were so many of them, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, got worried and placed every Hebrew in Egypt into slavery. And that's where today's story picks up. And to help tell it, I think it's time for a little... Kidspective!
Oh, yes, I love this.
As we said before, Pharaoh was not happy.
I am not happy.
So he made a decree,
I shall make a decree.
which said,
I, Pharaoh, hereby decree that every Hebrew baby boy shall be... What? Are you serious?
yeah,
Okay. I, Pharaoh, hereby decree that every Hebrew baby boy shall be thrown into the Nile River.
yeah, it's true. This was horrific news to the Hebrew people. But soon after this decree, a Hebrew couple gave birth to a son.
Look, a beautiful baby boy.
Son.
Wow, a brother.
We have to protect him. I don't care what Pharaoh says. It's not right.
Go.
So the young boy was raised in secret for 3 months. But the boy was growing and getting harder to hide. So the mother, desperate to save her only son, came up with a plan.
Hey, Mom, what you doing? I'm making a basket to put your brother in.
Why?
I'm going to place him in the basket and leave him in the tall reeds near where the Pharaoh's daughter goes to bathe.
How do you know they won't hurt him if they find him?
I don't, but it's all I know to do.
So the baby boy's mother and sister went down to the riverbank and placed the basket there. The boy's sister and mother hid in the tall grass nearby.
Oh man, I don't think anybody's coming. Mom, I think we should think of something else.
The Pharaoh's daughter makes me do every little thing just because I'm her servant. Attendant, go check what that thing is in the tall grass over there. I mean, I have allergies, lady. Baby! I found a baby! Hey, I found a baby!
When Pharaoh's daughter saw the baby boy, she felt sorry for him. And even though he was a Hebrew, she planned to raise him as her own. But then Miriam had a great idea.
Excuse me? Pharaoh's daughter?
Halt! Who goes there?
It's okay. It's just a little girl. What can I help you with?
Actually, I think I can help you. Seems like you're having trouble with that Hebrew baby.
Well, he's so adorable, but he smells for some reason.
Probably needs a change.
A change? What's that?
Say, why don't I go find you a Hebrew woman to take care of the baby until he's a little bit older?
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Go find a suitable Hebrew woman to help raise this child. You're so cute, but so smelly.
And guess what happened? Miriam went and got the baby's own mother to help raise him, which is amazing. Give it up for our Kidspective kids.
That is a crazy story. I mean, that baby's family, especially the sister, really just kept going, even though they didn't know how things would turn out.
Right? Hey, do we know what happened to the baby?
Well, his own mother raised him until he was older. After that, he went and lived in the palace as Pharaoh's daughter's son. And do you guys happen to know what name Pharaoh's daughter gave the boy?
Jeff.
Alan.
Henry.
Austin.
Jeff.
No. No. She named him Moses.
What?
Right. The Moses who would go and lead the Hebrews out of Egypt and slavery. Isn't that cool?
Man, I bet Moses' parents had no idea who their son would become.
You're probably right. But it just goes to show being unsure about how something will turn out doesn't mean you shouldn't keep trying to find a way to do what you know is right. Plus, we have a Savior in Jesus who knows how everything will turn out. If there's anyone we can follow when times are difficult or unsure, it's him.
Great story, Cameron. Bye, man.
You bet, fellas.
Wow. So I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well,
Will John be able to say what he's learned, or will he freeze under the pressure? Find out on John Gets Coffee.
don't let the voiceover guys stress you out.
Reveal the question.
Oh.
When have you helped solve a problem?
That is a good question. Maybe you've helped a friend figure out how to solve a literal math problem.
Yeah, or maybe you've worked with others to point out what maybe needs to be done in your neighborhood or community.
Yeah, whatever problem has come your way, you probably need a lot of grit to get through it.
Yeah, so talk about it together. When have you helped solve a problem?
That's all the time we have, so we'll see you next week. I'm John.
I'm Brandon.
And that was the So-and-So Show.
Or was it?
Sticks to your ribs.
Can John take a sip of coffee without spilling it on himself?
Come on, finish it.
No! Ow!
There are going to be times where you don't know what to do next. Maybe with a group project at school, or maybe with a friend you're in an argument with, or maybe in the new neighborhood you just moved into. And sometimes you just need to keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes you just need to get creative, and sometimes you need to ask God for help. You know, one of my most favorite things to pray is that God would help me to see things like He does, see my problems like He does, see the people around me like He does, and then He'd help me to think like Him and know what to do next. See, when you have a relationship with God, you never ever have to do things on your own. God is always there, and He can give you the strength or the creativity or the help you need to do the right thing. When you're tired, or you're confused, or discouraged, or even scared, tell God. Ask for help and hold on. God is there with you, and you don't have to face any of it alone. It's time to bring it home now with your small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First, try your own floating experiment. Fill up a sink or a tub of water. Then write out our bottom line, hold on even when you don't know what to do, and make some sort of contraption for it to float in. But make sure it stays dry. Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. Now, take time as a family to pray that you would see things as God does, both situations and people, and ask Him to fill your mind with His thoughts. Try saying that prayer each day throughout the week, maybe before heading out to school, or at supper, or before bed, and then share throughout the week how you've experienced God answer those prayers. Parents, now's the time to either scan the QR code on the screen or head over to our LakePoint app to fill out our online connection card. Signing our guest book lets us know who is watching and helps us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents are doing that, why don't you pitch in and see how many items you can clean up around the house in the next 60 seconds. Just a reminder that you can go back and watch your favorite LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in today, friends. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, hold on even when you don't know what to do.